are you submitting to her? Not even giving you a good ultimatum. Think about it this way. If you don't even have a routine that you follow that takes you out of your comfort zone, you will be the same person. You will be stagnant. You will be complacent. And that is how you're going to be with women if you continue to keep operating the same way. So some of the best ways you can go ahead and have a female go ahead and like you, want you, be attracted to you is really understanding her tactics, understanding her emotions, and pretty much not letting her outbeat you when it comes to these things. So I'm going to talk so much more about that, and I'm definitely going to include how it's so important for you guys to self-improve, the things you guys can do. And this is just going to be a combination of a lot of different things in one video. And the reason for that is that because this is going to be the last video I'll be posting in a little while, y'all, I'm going to be explaining so much more on my Patreon. But to give you a heads up, I am demonetized, and it is because we use content. Long story short, you know, things happen, mistakes happen. I just want to make sure that at least you guys can get some sort of help with my last video, or you enjoy it aside from me just making an announcement. I do have another channel, just a heads up, because I will be posting a lot more on there. So to the tactics and the strategies that women will have on you that gets in your head, that makes you, let's say, end up feeling away, end up forgetting that you are rationally supposed to be thinking, oh, well, I gotta be there because I won't get a better woman. That is the mindset that you have to change. Part of self-improvement and self-love is recognizing the value and also remembering how long did it take you to get to where you're at. When a woman can look at you and be like, this man is so sure of himself, he's not here to say yes, he's not a yes man, he's not a people pleaser, he's not just doing this stuff and saying yes to me because he feels bad, he doesn't know himself. You're doing it because, well, you got this part of me because you deserved it. Now think about it this way, what part are you going to give to her? So a woman can play mind game, a woman can make you feel like, okay, well, she has a better option. She can get in your head and make you feel like, well, hey, you know, if you don't want to act right, I'll get a new guy. And you guys will so fast be about it. So the huge problem with that is already submission.
When it comes down to dating women, it is not going to get any easier, and that's why I released Mastering the Dating Game, a man's path to getting women that he desires. Trust me, yes, women can be confusing. Sometimes you might feel like you figured out or you understand her, and then there's that loop or the mind games or something that just comes in and makes you feel confused. And it's not just that. In general, you might doubt yourself as a man. You might lack in so many areas when you've done so much work to improve yourself. And so in this course, you can get everything that you ever needed. And this is not just to advance yourself, but this is to prevent anything else that comes up with any woman in the dating scene or any woman that comes back into your life. To check it out, click the first link in my bio.
How are you submitting to her? Not even giving you a good ultimatum. Most times it's just the worst options out here that you have to pick from. And I'm not just talking about a female in general, but I'm saying you look at yourself and you've been making wrong decisions back to self-improvement and choosing the wrong way, saying the options that I have is this, this, and that. None of it is to help you and better you. Then that is wrong for you to even look that way and look at it as an option. You can have so much power over your life by deciding what is okay, what is not. With boundaries, expectations, standards, you're looking at it and saying, this is what I am following. These are my rules for my life. If you want to be a part of it, whoever it is, sometimes it's not about just a female, but they have to earn that position in your life. High standards really happens with women, so it's very important for you to be able to lay down the boundaries. So when it comes to practice, every single thing that you do that is attached back to women, what are you doing to get out of it? So that means, like, if you have to know how to speak to a woman, if you have to learn how to approach a woman, if you have to know how to, let's say, be yourself, but at the same time not show too much, right? A lot of females out here talk about they don't want the goofy guy that's always goofy or the funny guy that's always funny, right? Tyla, she's an artist. She just literally explained this in an interview. She was talking about how she doesn't like this type of person because they're always giving the jokey, playing around, fooling around, and it's too much, because when there's too much of it, it's too much. It's like you gotta know, show it just a little bit. And also, if you're just that type of person, know the time and the place, especially when you're meeting a woman for the first time, or let's say you've been talking to her for a while and then you're trying to show more of your personality. Really watch out for that.
Ignoring, or if there's other stuff that you have going on, it could be about anything self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link.
Now let me get into wrapping up this video with, you guys can go ahead and check out my Patreon, because my Patreon is going to have so much exclusive. That is where I'm going to be dropping so much more content. I already been posting on there, but I'm going to be including other things with me working on being more open, giving you guys the behind the scenes, giving you guys updates, and just posting so often. But there's going to be videos, pictures, whatever it is that I feel like posting and what y'all want to see. It's all going to be on Patreon. And if you go ahead and become a member, you could go ahead and get the full insight. Now lastly, for self-improvement, practice gratitude. Practice remembering how strong of a man you are. Let yourself know this stuff and challenge yourself. Don't think that you're going to be a strong man or you can handle a woman's tactics when you can't simply have a routine that is actually self-improving you and it's going to keep you at the discipline rate that you got to have going on. Think about it this way. If you don't even have a routine that you follow that takes you out of your comfort zone, you will be the same person. You will be stagnant. You will be complacent. And that is how you're going to be with women if you continue to keep operating the same way. That's why I provided so many different infos, different ways. Even if it's a one-on-one consultation, you can do that. We can get on the line. We can talk about your exact situation, figure out what's going on, what you got to be doing. And it doesn't have to be just about women. It's starting internally. What are your weaknesses? What are you struggling with? What is your trauma? What has been the same thing that you were last year when you were in the dating game or when you were just living life? So whether it's going to be people-pleasing ways, whether it's going to be not knowing how to say no, or whether it's going to be you haven't been doing the work to get to where you need to be, all of that could be figured and actually changed when you put the actions in. Make sure that you're going ahead and pushing yourself for something that you really want to do but you don't know how to do. Let me tell you guys this. It's very much scary to do something you never did before, and also something that you don't know what the outcome will be like. And the more that you don't know, the more you're going to be in a shell pulling yourself back. Same way when you're hesitating, you don't want to send that text to her. You don't want to be straightforward and be like, hey, I want to see you. I don't want to wait. I want to do it now, right? Or can we see each other? It's been a little while. You know, I'm a busy person. This is the time that I'm most free, right? So I'm saying these type of stuff, some of y'all are holding back, or some of y'all are finding excuses to say, I don't know how to do it. Basically, you're telling yourself, I don't want to do it. And that's not fair. That's not okay. That is not okay for you to do that to yourself because you're self-sabotaging. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Make sure you're pushing yourself. I wish the best for all of you guys. I hope you challenge yourself. I hope you get better with women. And I definitely hope in your own personal life with self-improvement, self-love, it is going on. It is increasing. So I wish y'all the best. And I will be seeing y'all very much soon. Don't forget to check out the shorts. Don't forget to be a Patreon member. Click those links and don't forget about my second channel. It does help you with self-improvement and so much more, getting closer to God. All those links are down below. That's it for this video. Bye, y'all.
Deep affirmations so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get a track woman you want and get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over, and it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories, and if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that, and you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link down below.